gon' tell you how it is and tell you what it ain't. Everybody welcomed in. Leave the BS at the gate. Welcome to the show, yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, yeah. Welcome to the show. It's Jay, Passion Ray. Maybe Dyson, Crit, and Nikki too. D-Bird on the way. He just had to get some pizza, ooh. It's Jay, Passion Ray. Maybe Dyson, Crit, and Nikki too. D-Bird on the way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, yeah. Welcome to the show.
Rouge.
Taylor. Rouge.
Gypsum.
All right, I'm gonna try this thing, right? Well, I guess it won't matter right now.
No, go for it.
No, I gotta wait till. Let me put this. I'll put this on the screen. All right. So you see that box, the chat box?
Where is it? No,
I
it's
don't see it.
On. Oh shit.
Oh, I see it on the stream, but not on here.
Oh, let me look. I'm
Yeah.
not looking on the stream.
It's on the actual stream.
Right.
I think we're streaming to ourselves right now. I think it's me and Rogue and oh no, here's 4. Okay.
Okay. So say I've got a video, right? A YouTube video or whatever. If I add. No, that ain't it. Let's see. If I add this. Damn it. All right, let's see if I do that. I'll figure it out.
I was just about to say that AWOL wasn't going to be here because he's camping, and then he's the first person in the chat.
Shout out AWOL guy. Does he have a track for us this evening?
No, I don't think so. He said he just got back from his trip. He's gonna crash.
Okay.
Nope,
Well, we'll let-
he's gifting subs. He's keeping me off the leaderboard. I'm gonna have to do another 10 subs so I get back on in the lead here.
It's the money bags, man. Shout out AWOL, goddamn it.
Night AWOL. Thanks for stopping in briefly.
Not at all.
I tried to rap some of AWOL's lyrics to one of his beats, and I actually struggled, man. I struggled like putting it together the way he did, because some of the words he uses, that shit kind of difficult, man. So I give him a tad bit of credit for utilizing those words, because that ain't easy, man.
It just goes to show you. I mean, you can really, we talked about the audience thing, but like, whatever you do, whatever your experience has been in life, you're going to have an advantage rapping about them because you deal with that stuff all the time. So, I mean, not that people are rushing out to buy nerdcore records or anything, but there is a subgenre. There's a big D-Bird was at a conference in Las Vegas this week called Black Hat. It's like a big information security conference. And there's like a bunch of I think there's a bunch of rappers, like along the lines of AWOL, and I shouldn't just keep singling him out because I have a track. He and I have a track that we worked on. My verse isn't quite as like technical as his. I could write that technical, but anyway, I kind of hope like I was going to say I want to make a goal that you and me can perform at Black Hat next year. Do get up there and do some. Let's get some material together and see if we can get some of that sweet conference money, performance fees or something like that. Hey, if somebody's paying, I'll rap anything.
That's dope. All right. I'm gonna try a couple more things. Still let people filter in. How was y'all's week?
It was good. It was pretty chill. I decided, not like I drink a lot, but I decided to take a little break from even having the casual drink, like after work, like beer with dinner or, that kind of thing. So I guess I'm feeling pretty healthy, actually. Hey, what's up, Lamb? What's up, mailbox?
Would
How
it?
about you?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
New job still going okay?
It's getting, yeah. I mean, it's still going good, but you know that thing where like if you show ambition and then they start putting more responsibilities on you,
Yeah,
that can kind of be like
don't do that. Make sure everything that you do takes twice as long as it should. So
right. Yo. But then, some people I just don't like to sit still. But nah, it was a decent week.
But also, if my boss happens to see this, I was just joking about what I just said, Sally, and I'll have that spreadsheet to you before I sign off tonight. Just got to get through this. Just got to get through these reviews.
Yo, who you talking to?
In case you never know who's listening out there.
What's her name? Miss Sally?
She put an investigation on me.
Sally.
Miss Sally Ray has said nothing but good things about you.
She's a fantastic leader. She's very been a great person these past few years.
Nice. Shout out to good bosses out there, man. For the good leaders and the good workers. I think we ought to get started. We'll see how this evening goes. Y'all gonna have to help me out with the chat, etc. I've got it on the phone. Like
we got them. We're watching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't actually see. These glasses fucking well blurry.
Tonight feels very relaxed. I don't know. I'm going to eat my words probably. Before I know it, there'll be like 30 people in here and all kinds of people submitting. But maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe it's a quick one. We'll see.
Yeah.
Can't see passive. I'm blocked off.
There we go.
I can't wear these anymore. I can't fucking see.
You got
Are
your,
they
got your
graphic?
There you go.
Bro, were those glasses? Did they have like a digital? Okay.
The meme glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't see out them because the white thing blocks them, and then the rest of them.
That's
It's
cool.
fucking well blurry, but yeah.
All right.
These
Well,
40p anyway.
for the person that's here, we're gonna play Sword Play by Mailbox Spiders. He's in the priority queue. I kind of wonder if we wait on the priority queue.
How come?
I think there's a pro to having more people listening to your joint.
Actually, that's it. Well, I mean, I think priority queue's here. I know mailbox is here. I saw Lamb. How do you guys feel about it? Do you want us to go now with fewer viewers or gamble on more viewers in the future?
Yeah, I feel like we talked to these gentlemen enough. So let us know in the chat. We can do whatever, man. We can play it. We can wait a little bit. Maybe we can wait for a rough run. Mailbox good.
You're just gonna ignore your wife?
Man.
All right, yeah. Well, he might not have seen it. He asked us to mind the chat.
Oh,
Mrs. Passive said, "Hey, husband. LOL. Hi, Mrs. Passive. How are you? Hope you had a great week. I know you've been back at work and it's probably been hectic."
Fair enough.
Lamb said he doesn't give a damn.
Damn right. So that's, I think, as of right now, that's what we'll do. I'll periodically check back, but I think if we find like a lull, I think Mailbox and Lamb are certified. It's gonna be dope. So find a lull in the tracks. Let me jump over here to. What is this?
What's up, Padawan? If you go in the Discord, Rogue or I will go to the submission queue. We'll tag you so you can find it. Okay.
What's today?
I'll go there now.
Whoever gave me a fucking fork is a bastard. Sorry. I just spilt ice cream all over me. Oh.
Rogue is up to his usual high. Eating ice cream with a fork.
Right. I went to McDonald's, drove through. They give me a.
Padawan, I tagged you in this the queue.
Why do McDonald's have forks anyway?
Be glad that the ice cream machine was working at McDonald's and that you actually
It always works in the UK. It's never out.
not in the U.S. There's a class action lawsuit against McDonald's over that. I think at one point.
What were you saying, Ro? You were in the drive-thru.
Yeah, I was in the drive-thru. I don't know where I'm going with that story. It is they give me a fork.
Damn.
Great story. Nice, good story, Rogue. Thanks.
Yeah. Anyway, first song.
Thanks for that.
All right. First up, we got who is this guy? TNC TJ.
I think they came around Wednesday for the first time, potentially. I don't remember what the vibe was, but I guess we're going to find out.
Man, it's weird having her message in the chat like that. Yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know her. She's in the house.
That's funny.
All right. Let's get started. TNC TJ, All of the Lights Jersey Club remix.
Boom. I did not expect somebody to walk on just then.
Yeah, turn on the light. Tryna see you ride like a bike. Might risk it all for one night. Big dog, I don't bite. Big dog, I'm a big stepper. She like slow down, you too extra. Green light on, I'ma go get her. I'm my bag, cause I do it better. I'm my bag, like I got a Birkin. They need a medic, pockets hurting. Fast as fuck, we sip detergent. Back my sleep, no regular working. Now in my sleep, getting M's when I'm catching these Z's. She like TJ, you crazy, but give me the D. That little shawty ain't praying when she on her knees. Yeah, you know what that means. She a scholar, her brain is elite. She a scholar, need her on the team. Cause she finna get us a chip. Yeah, I'm tryna ball like the Knicks. Got sense like 50, don't score like Vince. Yeah, turn on the light. Tryna see you ride like a bike. Might risk it all for one night. Big dog, I don't bite. Big dog, I'm a big stepper. She like slow down, you too extra. Green light on, I'ma go get her. I'm my bag, cause I do it better. I'm my bag, I got the cheese. Now I'm my bag, I got the cheddar. All that Pascal, got that pressure. Got it for ransom, now come take her. Super soaking, got her wetter. In my paper, then forget her. Shake that booty, dig a treasure. She wants a spot, then 7th letter. Cause shawty know that I'm a G, and she know that I'm MVP. And second nature in my jeans. Can't fake this shit, no action scenes. Can't fake this shit, no CGI. They ain't got past no you and I. Yeah, hit her up, I think I might come stop my car, can't get the plan. Yeah, turn on the light. Tryna see you ride like a bike. Might risk it all for one night. Big dog, I don't bite. Big dog, I'm a big stepper. She like slow down, you too extra. Green light on, I'ma go get her. I'm my bag, cause I do it better.
Yeah, turn on the light. Tryna see you ride like a bike. Might risk it all for one night. Big dog, I don't bite. Big dog, I'm a big stepper. She like slow down, you too extra. Green light on, I'ma go get her. I'm my bag, cause I do it better.
All right, that was TNC TJ, All of the Lights Jersey Club remix. What are your thoughts, Rogue?
So I think I saw Ray also like touch his headphones when there was like this weird sound, like
Distortions?
distortions in the like a part of the song. It kept happening like throughout the song.
Yeah.
So definitely saw that out. I did like the hook, which is surprising because it had like elements of drill, which I usually fucking hate drill, but I actually kind of vibed with the hook.
Right.
Yeah, like Rogue said, I think I heard some distortion in the beat. Shout out copyright strike type beat. I don't even think it was chopped up and different enough that it's not going to cause an issue for us, because that would definitely be copyrighted material. But I generally liked the remix. I liked the energy, and I liked what TNC Tej was doing. I liked the artist's flow and presence and tone. I didn't really find myself listening too much to the lyrics. I might have to go back and listen again. Apologies to Tej if they were looking for lyrics, feedback on the lyrical content. I just kind of enjoyed the vibe. I say that, you know, there was something a little bit distracting in the beat for me, but I kind of liked the vibe all around. It would, nothing was putting me off, and I was kind of getting into it, you know?
Wait, there was a sample.
Yeah, it's
Okay, I don't know the song. Okay. I
Kanye
didn't
West
recognize
deal.
Oh, But I probably do know it then. But
So yeah, I think that the video helped because it was kind of a nonchalant vibe, and the video helped confirm that. But he did it stylistically, and I rock with that because it's like talking your shit, but not really bragging. He had a couple lines in there. The specific one, it's played out, but you did it well. It's the girl on your knees, but she's not praying. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a great feeling. Yeah, I think I'd like to know what he heard on Wednesday.
All right.
Because I think Dice submitted this one. Paradise.
Yeah, it might have been that they were that Tej was trying to do 2 or.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I think now we'll jump back into the priority queue, which.
Oh, we got 12 now. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, give a little more. So yeah, we're in the priority queue now. We're gonna play these records, give some feedback. And if you're out there, you want to know how to get into the priority queue, just ask the question. Somebody will answer that. Next up, we got Swordplay by Mailbox Spiders. What? I don't know what he's best name in the goddamn Discord. Do you think that name can be topped?
I think the new contender for best name in the Discord is the one whose name means fear of tomato ketchup. I think they're in the queue tonight. It's like musquiscophobia or something like that. Let me go find it.
Yeah, it's right under the TNC.
Mortusicusphobia.
The fear of ketchup.
I don't know. I don't believe there's that many U's in that word, if that's even a true word. Maybe they're making all that up. I have to go validate all this information. But if any of that's true, I don't know. It might be a contender.
I'm not even gonna. That's Mphobia for all y'all out there. Mphobia coming soon. All right, here we go. Swordplay, Mailbox Spiders. Nope. I might need to
share the screen.
Bango.
Bango, bango, boingo.
Here we go.
Love it. I love it. Mailbox, was that like a French horn or an oboe for that melodic?
French horn or oboe
Like that
or bassoon. Ooh.
oh yeah. Say bassoon. Yeah, I loved it. I loved that like kind of muddled low end. It was very like, rich and anchoring it all. It sounded a little bit like distorted, but he had cut the top off all of it, like with the filter or something like that. That was a sax. Okay. At least it was a horn. Well, no, actually, it's a woodwind, right? Yeah. Yeah, I love the low end, a dark, funky, propulsive beat. All around W for me. The horn sounded really cool. It was just really cool beat. There's one thing. There was like a noise in there that sounded. I was saying it sounded like a typewriter or a sprinkler. It was like,
Yep.
and
Weird fuzzy sound I wrote.
I didn't. I was maybe distracting me slightly. I don't know if that element was actually additive. Neutral to detractive on that one, but that was super cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I heard it too. That's the first thing I wrote down. But I find myself when I'm listening to beats, if I like bop my head, that's usually an indication I like it.
Mhm.
I like the dark tone of this. So, I mean, Mailbox always has this like aesthetic to his beats, and this one was still had like elements that he usually uses, and like you could tell it was made by him. But I feel like he stretched out a little bit here.
Yeah, I think he's got a signature sound,
Mhm.
and it's so widespread, but still there's elements that are consistent throughout each track that he submits. And I don't know. So I would put this in the soundtrack catalog for him. Like I don't see a vocalist on it, but as like a prep to a fight scene in a anime or movie, etc. I feel like this would, or a bank robbery scene, something like that.
Mhm.
It had tension in there that built up. I liked it.
Dumbo train scene. Oh,
Dumbo, not quite.
okay.
I wonder, huh?
Shout out Dumbo.
I was gonna say shout out Luce and shout out Zig in the chat. Welcome, gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Gentle.
Yeah. Have we ever seen a layout of Mailbox, like his stems and his station or whatever?
I don't think so. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what's the secret, man? Like, what is the interweaving element that gives Mailbox their signature sound, his signature sound? I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like a rhythm thing. I think, it's subtle. It's very subtle, but it's definitely there.
Yeah. He's definitely a creative. Like, I'm sure he could draw, some shit like that.
Thomas the Train Engine.
Can you draw Mailbox?
And he came up with the name Mailbox. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's borderline genius. But enough about Mailbox.
Hey, shout out Mailbox. Mailbox has been promoting an interview on his IG. I'm very curious to watch that. Maybe we could learn more about his sound on that interview.
An interview of Mailbox?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mailbox. I sorry, I'm just you're putting it on IG sort of, publicly. So I'm gonna shout it out and plug your interview and say that go check out Mailbox IG and check out the interview in Mailbox to learn more about the man, the artist, the musician.
Is it already happened, the interview, or?
I believe so, because there was clips from it.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Check that.
Hell yeah.
Next up, we have in the priority queue, Sir Timothy Lamb. But first, I want to play see if it'll play on the stream. First of all, this was a little thing he sent me with his wife, Miss Kendra. She cooks.
Oh, cool.
Anyways, I'll just play it, and then we'll get to Lamb's track.
I'm on my way to thrive, take a ride with me. I put my faith in God is in the driver's seat. So they doing all that joking now. What comes around goes around. Or what they don't believe in me. You think that that's gonna slow me down? Do they know who they dealing with? Like they ain't the one who's built for this. Wait, don't I win no matter what? Right by the folks I'm building with. I'm on my way to thrive, take a ride with me. I put my faith in God is in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Okay.
So for background,
That's his mate who has a song with like 2.7 million streams.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check that out.
yeah, that's shout out Gifted Hands.
That's his mate. Sorry.
And yeah, it's spoke on the phone with him. It's irrelevant, but it's just dope to hear people who are having successes in music, and just to hear how normal they are. Gifted Hands is a normal dude, bro. He's fucking dope. All right, let's get to Sir Lamb. This is Testify _rough.mp3.
Hold on one second. I want to give Lamb a hard time. I saw Lamb switch out the track that was submitted.
I saw that too.
Yeah. All right, let's hear Testify.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Dog out here telling lies, y'all better recognize I'm a god in the 7-5. I'm special boy, we don't let them hide. You better dodge when the weapon rise, Lord let me testify. The dog out here telling lies, y'all better recognize I'm a god in the 7-5. I'm special boy, we don't let them hide. You better dodge when the weapon rise, Lord let me testify. My wife says I'm an outie, but she's in love with my alchemy. I hit the op, ain't worried about the option, cause they obsolete. I'm like that, all that spit is facts. You can ask my faculty, I'm laid back while I'm blowing backs on my balcony. I don't need no one to vouch for me. The rest is coming out the V. I'm fresh when I hop out the V. Know the nigga feeling like the mayor when I'm out the beach. Live my life and live without a care, cause this life for me. I can feel it in the air, golden like the quick military vet. Got some homies that'll snake for free. Keep the iron low, all this ice on me. Ready for backstabbers, though they usually get their knife from me. With the shit that I be quoting, no one can compete. And this shit that I be smoking put me right to sleep. Dog out here telling lies, y'all better recognize I'm a god in the 7-5. I'm special boy, we don't let them hide. You better dodge when the weapon rise, Lord let me testify. The dog out here telling lies, y'all better recognize I'm a god in the 7-5. I'm special boy, we don't let them hide. You better dodge when the weapon rise, Lord let me testify.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think kind of got that punch to it.
All right, perfect.
Oh.
Plenty of room for Ray on there. No, I'm playing that. That's dope.
That was a calmer track.
Yeah, that stood out to me. Sorry, Pass, you want to go first?
Yeah. Yeah, so it was a calmer track, but it wasn't calm in the message, right? So I think I'm used to a higher end Lamb. So to have this come in, it's almost refreshing from a sense. And I've been wrong before. I hope not, but I don't know, man. He's gonna fucking get pissed. But I think this is a newer track. I could be fucking wrong, but it just sounds like a newer track and I like the way it's headed. I don't think like you call it a draft, and it sounds polished enough for me, but I'm not the audio expert.
Wrong. He said wrong.
Oh goodness, wrong. God damn it.
When was it made? When was it recorded, Lamb?
Damn it.
Let's guess. Let's guess before he says. I'm going to say
last week, because that's not new for him.
14 years ago.
It's a year old. Okay.
Year old.
Come on, Lamb. Shit, man. It's close enough. A year today, you know. But yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I'm a dog in the 7. Yeah, that like I feel like a dog in the 7.5 listening to that. So he did a good job, man. What y'all think?
So Dort Puck, fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Beat Dort. The only thing is, no, fuck. I'd like to hear the verse a higher octave.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd make it. I feel like it'd add to the track, in my opinion. I don't know if you would agree.
I agree with you, gentlemen. I agree with you, Rogue. I love the hook. I love the beat. I like it was the had like those horns. I found it regal and uplifting, but still casual and relaxed, like Passive was saying. And you know, we know what Lamb is capable of in terms of like really amping up the energy with like ad libs and you know his vocal capability. And it was just nice to hear something a little bit more relaxed. It was cool. It was really cool. It left a good impression on me. I really like that one, Lamb. Thank you.
Shit, real quick.
Lord, let me testify. My wife says I'm an alkie, but she's in love with my alchemy. I hit the op, ain't worried about the option, cause they obsolete. I'm like that. All that spit is facts. You can ask my faculty. I'm laid back while I'm blowing backs on my balcony. I don't need no one to vouch for me. The rest is.
All right. Yeah, that's I just like the way he puts words together, man. The cadence, you know.
I'll tell you what, and I don't know that he does. I mean, he's got so many tracks. He probably has all different types of schemes, but I noticed the theme and his schemes, like he had the op, you know, like kind of sound, like leading off, you know, the bars there. And he did the other track that he was going to submit tonight. He had played, Rogue just happened to miss it the other day when he hopped in the voice chat. Everybody was gone, but he played that one. And he had another like scheme like that over there with like hypocritical, hippopotamus, like on the hip. So he's got, I mean, you know, like I'm saying, Lamb's got so much lyrical body of work that he's probably done every scheme that's ever been done and then some, you know, like twice over. But anyway, just the past few days, I guess I heard that theme from him, like recurring theme of a lyrical device from Lamb this week. Yeah.
I think it's a good catcher for someone listening. It's like, ooh, you know, it's ear candy for some.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have up next. Shout out Lamb, god damn it.
Shout out Lamb.
Shout out.
Next up we have your ketchup friend Ray. More Phobia. Let me know how to say that again.
I don't know. More too sequiphobe.
No, but without all the stuttering and all that, like just
ketchup, fear of ketchup. We're gonna call him fear of ketchup.
Morticacicophobia.
Wow. So I gotta give you credit for that, Rouge.
Okay, you can't even pronounce my name right. So.
I got it. Mortisequisphobia.
Morticacicophobia.
Mortisequisphobia. Won't be rapping that name ever.
What's the name of the song? Benai Han's. Oh, wait, okay.
Benihana by Benihanas. By Guitarra
X.
This is a M4A. I don't know what that means. It's showing up to play it, so we'll just see. Here we go. That guy in this track.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Welcome to the cool side of the pillow. This is for all the ladies out there. I see you, girl. Seeing me, seeing you, seeing me. Oh, yeah.
Benihana, the
Took my girl out, she gon' order what she wanted. When we touch down, everybody's eyes on it. And they really wanna say, objection, your honor. She got a body, yada yada. I've been tryna tell ya, she not no Tatiana. She just hold it down cause a nigga moving proper. I could kill a beat like I was a damn scholar. Now I'm killing every beat like I'm Sway Lee. We could run it back like it was a 180. Minute on the clock, but I pull a McGrady. I ain't where it do, but my shit still wavy. Just like my baby, she hold it down cause this shit going crazy. I'm in the stew cooking up as a lady. She hit my line, you need food on my baby. I be like, damn, you be clutch like a safety. And you know, I've been on the track trying to find my flow. If you wanna talk, this is all she wrote. I've been in the city, there's nobody knows. And you know, we've been on the track trying to find the flows. If you wanna talk, then that's all she wrote. Yeah, that's all she wrote.
Yeah, that's all she wrote. She be trying to ride a boat, but I float, chillin' with my folk. When she ran my phone, she said hi, I said hi. She said, wanna split and get high. I said I'll be there when it's night. But right now, I'm with the guys, and that's alright. I got real life motion, bigger than the wave in the ocean, causing a commotion. Pull up to a spot, I'ma make a bed rock, make a pussy flat line. I'ma thought what you thought, that'll serve like a tide. I'm tough, no bluff, I ain't built with no fluff. Got the mojo, like I've been practicing in the dojo. Make a nut play with a butt, not a quick fuck. She a freak on her knees, no hands, baby please. We been fucking for 4 hours. We both taking showers. She claiming I got me the power. Lasts too long on the sour. Diesel, paint a face like an easel. My dick ain't lethal. Red eyes like I'm evil. We getting sloppy like a porno. Singing this dick like a yo-yo. I treat her like a boomerang. She coming back for more though. That's how it go though. Don't be dumb like a dodo. That's your girl, bro. It's okay though. I'm an angel with no halo. It's okay though. I'm an angel with no halo.
Was that delay?
Yeah, so M-Phobia and Benihana's by Gitarax Daps, and JBD. What y'all think?
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'll just get this out of the way because I couldn't really listen to the song because there was like a weird, like really high pitched noise all the way throughout the song. So I don't know if it was because it was an M4A or something, but genuinely I had to like take my headphone off. It was fucking well high pitched and fucking hurt my ears. So I couldn't really listen. But from what I heard, like there was like a weird crinkle in the mix. But yeah, I don't know really what to say. Could you hear the? I was gonna
zig Rogue and say, well, I'm not a bitch, so I was able to listen to this. I'm sorry, Rogue. I was just gonna do it to get the laugh. No, I definitely noticed a distracting element in the mix. Like it was very bright and loud and like overwhelming. So yeah, Rogue, I'm right there with you. But I was able to like, kind of listen to the flows. I think the chat agrees that like maybe the second MC was better than the first MC, a bit more listenable. And I think that was the artist who posted. They said in the comment in their post that they were the second MC. So shout out M-Phobia. I think M-Phobia has also said that they are, White Collar Rhymes in the chat said that sounded like a Wish.com dice.
Ooh, good reference. Yeah.
But you know what though? I mean, I think if this person just started out like that's pretty solid, like stringing together some good, like simple schemes there and just kind of, getting a good flow and riding the beat. So, again, shout out M-Phobia. That beat was giving me like 99 to 2001 vibes. It reminds me, I got to go back and figure out what song that reminds me of. The beat was all right. I mean, it was like kind of playful, but maybe a little bit dated because it definitely brought me back to earlier times. Yeah, I guess play around with the mix. Try to take those annoying sounds out of there.
I've just
find an engineer who can help you and just keep working on those flows.
I just googled it and it turns out that M4A has like a track record of like being unlistenable with the high pitched frequencies.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
I think it might be like when they say like younger people. No offense. Fuck's sake, I've got myself in a puddle here.
No offense to yourself. Is that what you were about to say?
No. As in like, like younger people can hear higher pitches. I think there could have been a case of that on this because there was like like a. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like a dog whistle. I could hear a constant dog whistle throughout the entire song. Could you guys hear that? Or
Well, I heard a sample in there that was like, it was like, I'm going to do what you're doing now and make noises that I should make, but it was like, right? Like over and over again. Did you hear that one or no? It wasn't like a dog whistle. Okay.
I mean, I'm talking like a really high pitched squeak all the way through.
Nah.
Mailbox says the high pitched noise was a cry for help for better mixing.
But apparently that's something to do with M4As. So
Yeah, probably.
yeah, just
Did we
use
figure
MP3
out
or
who is who?
Yeah, the second MC was Mphobia. They said so.
But it says by. Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think. So I think from a party song, if this was playing in the backdrop at whatever you're about to turn up, it wasn't like, oh my God, what is that? Turn it off. I feel like it had a crescendo, and then you get to the second verse. That shit was dope, and it was like mixing. Obviously, I think they can craft songs together well. I gotta listen just a little bit because I forget shit.
But I pull a McGrady.
Okay, his voice the first guy's voice took a minute to get used to. It sounded like he didn't really speak English, and then he started going, and I fuck with that shit. Let's see.
Do, but my shit still wavy, just like my baby. She hold it down cause this shit going crazy.
I'm with the guys and
Yeah, second verse killed it. Second verse, Mphobia, you ought to collaborate with some people that are in the Discord. We also have a few engineers. We got Paradise, Jacob, a few others. Hit us up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have Endless Grudge with Frozen.
This is a guy from the Tuesday show.
Is this the same one that you listened to on Tuesday?
Yeah. No. This is a different one. But yeah, he makes his own beats and everything.
Okay. Just check him out. Endless Grudge, Frozen.
To a phone like I'm Kevin Gates. Hop out, broad day, that's a damn shame. 2 cups like I'm sharing with the other me. No front, bitch, nothing, I'm my OG. Get a stepping, pussy, never call the police. Duck down when you hear the chopper. Step around when you see me, I'm a cut through. Duck down when you hear the chopper. Step around when you see me, I'm a cut through. Dogs in the front yard. Never touch a motherfucking dooryard. Fuck one, I'ma take both bars. Man streaking in the bag, got the coke draw. One wrong move and you done with. Get your cat peel back, now you don't sweat. They ain't like it when they hurt me on the whole shit. It's gonna be a cold winter, now I'm frozen. Cold winter, now I'm frozen. I'm coming through, thought you knew. I'm getting ready to pop off a few. I bet I do. Watch her move. I can't even see you, you're not in my. I'm coming through, thought you knew. I'm getting ready to pop off a few. I bet I do. Watch her move. I can't even see you, you're not in my view.
You better come back with something.
He come to my crib, said he picked me up. Now he's grabbing on my waist, we're heading to the club. I'm a bit possessive, I don't wanna fuck it up. Now he's in my head and I can't seem to get enough. Yeah, he's so exciting. I got my eyes set, they want but I can't. Yeah, don't waste my time, yeah. Forget what she said, get into my bed.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a vibe.
Yeah, this guy's an artist.
What do you think, bro?
It's definitely the best mixed I've heard one of his tracks because I did check out a few of his songs. Me and him were talking a bit the other day because I liked his song on the Tuesday show. It was one of the wild cards that we did. It's a lot different to anything I've heard from him because he's usually emo rap with the Suicide Boys kind of Ghostman sound, but this was like way different to anything I've heard from him. So yeah, dot beat as well because he makes his own beats. There was a bit of a pause, like as in with no vocalist at one point. I know a lot of people have a complaint about that, but I actually kind of liked it in a stylistic sense. But and also the female vocalist, I don't know whether that's a sample or whether it's a feature. Dope.
Agree with the beat. Agree with the vibe. I like the beat, like the overall vibe of the track. Reminded me a little bit of Melancholy, like with the kind of going between the flow and the singing. I wasn't doing a ton of that, but like a little bit of it. Kind of evoked another artist we're familiar with. For me, like the layers, like on the hook part or the sung part, just sounded nice. That did sound well mixed. I did not like the mixing on the female vocalist. It threw me off and kind of like took me a minute to acclimate to that part of the track. And I don't know. I think she sounds nice and capable. I don't know if she belongs on the track, or if she does, I think she needs like more layers or some remixing because it was a little bit present and sharp relative to Endless Grudge. But yeah, no, Passive, I think I kind of feel like you do. It was a vibe. It was a dope track, and I don't, there's some critical things to say, but I did like it. And I want to hear more from Endless Grudge.
Yeah, that was. I mean, within 10 seconds of the track, you were like, you kind of knew like this talent. You know what I'm saying? I think the use, what reeled me in was the use of the pistol sample, followed by the same cadence of that dog wolf, because that was perfect.
Yeah. I wrote that down, actually. Good use of the chambering sound effect. And they didn't use gunshots, right? So it was just like it was subtle, but it was really effective.
Yeah, that I'd say those two, like, I feel like he won me over with that. So, but based on what Rogue is saying, that maybe this isn't the vibe that he typically goes for, I'm a little reserved now. I'm like, all right. But if you're listening, if you watch back Endless Grudge, I'd love to hear more of this style.
There's some controversy in the chat about potential use of slurring, so we're gonna have to go back and referee this and determine what was said. And
I know where he was talking about, but I don't think it was near the beginning.
VAR.
Zig, what's the timestamp?
Wait, are we?
To phone like I'm Kevin Gates.
So this guy's white. We know that for a fact.
20 seconds, he says.
Sure.
Well, maybe I don't know that anybody's ever got a resume.
I would hate to waste my time,
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Pop out, broad day, that's a damn shame. 2 cups like I'm sharing with the other me. No front, bitch, nothing, I'm my OG. Get a step, pussy, never call the police.
No, he doesn't. He says pussy never.
Yeah, I think he says
he says pussy never. Yeah, he does not. No.
Well, thank God. Oh.
No.
Zig, bro.
Zig, why you trying?
Zig, you up next, bro. Chill out. We're gonna play your track, bro. Chill.
Jesus.
We'll ask the artist directly. I'm sure they'll clear it up for us.
No, he definitely says never.
It sounds like it. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Zig. All right, here we go. Isn't Zig mixed? So Zig is like myself. mixed. 2 races. All right, here we go. Shout out, who was he? Endless Grudge. Dope, man.
Zig mixed. I thought Zig was Norwegian. No, I'm playing Zig. Sorry.
That's Leonard.
That's right. That's right. Got him confused with Leonard.
Same person.
Here's a question. Would you rather hear Would you rather hear Crit sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl, or would you rather, for a 6-figure salary, wash Paradise's feet 6 times a day?
The second one, I'd fucking take
I
that 6-figure
thought
fight.
I thought it was going to be Crit singing 2 different things.
Did y'all answer, or did y'all just?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll wash Dice's feet for 6-figure salary 6 times a day. Well, actually, hold on. I got to figure out if they're funky or not. I don't think he's the type to have some funky feet, especially if he's hiring somebody to wash them 6 times a day. I know I'd keep them clean after the first one. So yeah, no problem.
That's a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
At what point would the answer change? What salary range?
I think in the I think under 150.
Yeah.
100.
Under 150. Well,
80,000 a year.
Maybe like
I'd do it for anything more than what I'm.
Then I got to be where he is. I got to follow him around. It's a big hassle. I don't know.
Well, yeah, technically you've got to live with him. So,
Is
it accommodation included?
Nah, man, he's stingy. Like, you would have to fly over there. I don't know. All right, back to it. King Zig, rain hit the windshield.
What's your answer, Passive?
Oh, I'd lick Dice's feet if I had to.
Okay.
For way less, bro.
That's
way
cool.
less.
That's
How less?
Yeah. He wears socks and shit. All right, rain hit the windshield. King Zig. Here we go. First off, excellent snare, whatever is perfect on that shit. Run it back. Here we go.
When the rain hit the windshield and the song comes on, man, I get chills. Hey, and homie, do you know how it feels? I'm steady trying to catch it like a tip drill. Hey, when the rain hit the windshield and the song comes on, man, I get chills. Hey, and homie, do you know how it feels? I'm steady trying to catch it like a tip drill. Hey,
There's good days, then there's bad days. You can't let it make you slip and finish in last place. And never being happy, I can't suffer that fate. Just tell me how I'm supposed to keep these problems at bay. And we all need the healing, homie, I'm just being real with it. Every time I spit like this, they tell me that they feeling it. Those the same problems every day that I've been dealing with. That's why I keep going, cause my work is never finished, man. Now they threatening a World War III. How the military turn the whole world on me. And they don't wanna see how it unfurls for the weak. Homie, some will kill you quick while you curled in your sleep. Some will kill you slow cause they wanna see you suffering. Before they come and conquer, first they gotta leave it crumbling. It's too many people dying, they do nothing other than taking care of them. And they're supposed to be our brothers, man.
when the rain hit the windshield and the song comes on, man, I get chills. Hey, and homie, do you know how it feels? I'm steady trying to catch it like a tip drill. Hey, when the rain hit the windshield and the song comes on, man, I get chills. Hey, and homie, do you know how it feels? I'm steady trying to catch it like a tip drill. Hey, hey.
"30 seconds of rain." All right.
Okay.
All right. All right.
What are your thoughts?
Let me go first because it's been a while since I went first. I think, right? I like that. I like similar to what we said about Lamb earlier. This felt like a different look from Zig a little bit, like kind of a change of energy. I said, oh, here's kind of his bleeding heart track because like he was talking some like World War III and like looking out for your brothers and like lyrical themes like that, which is like, I think the first time since we heard something like that from his latest EP. So that was and like his flow was a bit more relaxed, like in the verses. I thought the hook was pretty engaging. I kind of thought that the melodic choice in the hook maybe I had the thought that it just seemed to clash slightly, like with the way the verses were delivered and like the lyrical themes in there. But I might be imagining that. No Rain, Zig, the sound effects, I think I would get away from the sound effects. Like you had the Shark movie sound effects on one track and then the rain here. And I just generally, I mean, this could be a preference thing. I don't think it's adding much for you. And I would personally recommend about avoiding those. And then another thing that you rely on, and I think Wednesday Crew was talking about this, or I don't know, I shouldn't say you rely on it, but I feel like I've heard it frequently, is like when you hit the A's to punctuate your lines like on the hook, the A, like I and again I might have this wrong, but like I feel like if I go back and listen to the whole EP, I'm going to hear that a little bit more than I would like. But hey, I'm just doing the review show thing, just trying to give you some critical comments. I thought this was a W. I like this. This was good approach, nice somber beat. What did it give? Well, I guess with the rain, it gave me, I was just thinking, what kind of vibes did it give me? And I just because of the rain sound effects, it was giving me like Eminem, the Dido track. Yeah. So shout out Zig.
Rogue.
So I like the hook. I do agree with Ray with it kind of like clashed with the verses. But I wasn't mad at it. It's just I heard the first track on the EP, which was fucking dope, and then I feel like I just compare every song against that one because, like, you know what I mean, like.
Right. It's tough to once you like a specific track.
Yeah.
And then you hear. I
more,
get that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, everybody said the hook was dope, and I think we've all been a part of a stream where we said the hook wasn't it on a different track. So I think it's a relief for us. Like, okay, he can do hooks. That's dope, man. I think that you did. First off, I'm a sucker for rain references in rapping. Like anything that's tied to rain like that, I feel like there's such a beautiful like comparison. Rain hit the windshield, rain being life, or rain being the shit that happens to you in life. I love that kind of reference. So concept wise, dope. I don't really care too much about the rain effects at the end because I would just let that shit play out until the next track happened. Like I wouldn't be rushing to turn it off. Even better if it's fucking raining outside. So you got that. Like you could catch somebody in that moment. The way that the hook was in my headphones, I love that shit. Like it was panned. I don't know the exact terms. I just know that the way it sounded, it felt so clear and it was great, man. The challenge I have for you is to get out of that cookie cutter flow, man. It's like you're tempted to reach out and just try a different cadence, but just do it. Whether it's write to a different beat and then record to whatever beat you planned on rapping to, try that out and then try to fit it, yada, yada, yada. That's the only thing that's lacking for me on this. It's just going out there, just taking a risk, bro.
I don't disagree with you, Passive, like in the context of this track necessarily, but I would say that Zig's flow felt a little bit more like a change up from maybe some of the style of flow he does on his other tracks. Like there was a little bit of a departure from the other flows on the other tracks. But I'm not trying to negate your point. I agree with you as well. You know, and I've got the same feedback recently, and I'm trying to do the same thing. I love that advice you just gave about do something to a different beat and then work backwards and see if you can, you know, work it in.
Wait, do people write to different beats and then record to a different one?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I've never tried that.
That's how you.
It doesn't always work, and sometimes you got to change the words and figure it out a little bit. But and you might struggle. But I've had some good success at times doing that. Yeah.
I didn't know people did that.
So what I found, like, you know how people send references when they send stems? The reason why is because there's pockets and beats, and an audio engineer, if they're first listening to it, they can hear your verse differently than how you had planned it. So if you don't have that reference, you don't know where it drops, and your brain will try to correct itself, and it could be a beat off, half off or whatever. But that's where, when you write to a different beat, that's literally what you're doing. You're just putting the lyrics in a different pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I love, like, that's my goal always. How can I say this differently? Shout out to Cadences. Shout out to fucking King Zig. God damn it.
Shout out hip hop, actually, because it's 50 years of hip hop, apparently.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of posts about that today.
Shout out hip hop.
To hip hop. Yeah.
All right, next up we have a WCR affiliate, M Theory.
Shout out M Theory. I think M Theory released this single today, I believe, actually. I don't know the exact details, but I do believe it's like a new official drop from M Theory.
Nice. And it's a video? Hell yeah. All right, here we go. M Theory with State Fair.
Yo, so many signs right from the start. If you drive, they want $29 to park. Apart from that, we'll pay it no matter. We're gamblers, we wanna see the wallets get fatter. Funneled down, pros are standing in line. Blinded by the funnel, kicks on the mind. Want it, flash ride on a public holiday. Troubles are so far away, no matter how we gotta pay. You wanna ride the rides and have fun when you do. You gotta trust the ones that are tightening the screws. Buy food, booze, even cars and shoes. Consume, and we guarantee that you can't lose. Game attendants got the gift of gab, turn it into art. Make you wanna throw rings and balloon popping darts. The ones that got the most change in their pocket get the most chances to hit the target. We know they don't play fair. Games rigged at the state fair. We gon' play along cause we really don't care. Have a nice day, we can't stay there. We know they don't play fair. Games rigged at the state fair. We gon' play along cause we really don't care. Have a nice day, we can't stay there. Every stand you walk by slinging deep-fried Oreos. Selfie on the empty Ferris wheel, that's how the story goes. Neon colored slushies ought to make your day better. Just a small distraction from the hot-ass weather. Chance over skill, it's all worth this ribbon. Yeah, we're here for entertainment. Only prize that we're winning. All the fun provided is frivolous. But I'ma win you something anyway to show you that I'm chivalrous. Basketball hoops on oval shape. Boat race, look over your shoulder, I'ma overtake. We don't walk far without stopping again. And they speak in a voice like they're talking to friends. All the winnings are just cheap trinkets. Sucker games, Kool-Aid, come on, drink it. We used to learn agriculture and technology. Now we're staring down the barrel of a self-fulfilling prophecy. We know they don't play fair. Games rigged at the state fair. We gon' play along cause we really don't care. Have a nice day, we can't stay there. We know they don't play fair. Games rigged at the state fair. We gon' play along cause we really don't care. Have a nice day, we can't stay there.
Shout out M Theory.
Yeah.
I was laughing because so first of all, like I think it's fucking cool track. Like I like the beat selection. It was like cool and chill and vibey. Interesting topic for a song, right? Like you know, like the reason I was laughing is because like I mean, again, it's like it's focused on the fair, so like it kind of has like, at least at times, it made me feel like it was almost like an advertisement for like
right, okay,
for like the California State Fair, but no, like, you know, he hit some cool flows, and you know, as it should be said, like you know, we just heard a track earlier with like a gun sound in it, and like it's nice to see people make tracks about other topics besides like the typical stuff. You know, it's just like having a day out, you know, like going to meet some friends or whatever, like at the fair, and kind of like just talking about like a chill kind of summer evening, you know, and it evokes that vibe. So I really like that about this track. I was going to just tease M Theory and say, I know M Theory is like an unabashed, you know, marijuana culture type person. So I presume he was smoking. And yeah, I wonder also if maybe he was like taking some mushrooms or something too, walking around there. Because he was, you know, like standing there in front of the bright lights and looking around a little bit. But no, shout out M Theory for the drop. All around W. I really like that. I really like that track. Dope drop.
I think it's a smart track from, like, you know how the state fairs have people perform. Like, what better way to be like, yo, I want to perform, to be like, okay, I don't know how that goes, but he'd be like, yeah, I want to perform this track at the state fair. I think that is dope. To me, M Theory is my OG, if that makes sense. So we'll call him a forefather in a sense that if he didn't go through hip hop the way he did, there wouldn't be half of us around. I'm gonna start crying.
Wait, what do you mean? Sorry.
Tears of joy and relief. Nah, M Theory.
M Theory is meaningful to you in the context of WCR. That's dope. Okay, yeah.
I think that one of the,
because when you showed up, M Theory was already around, right?
Exactly, and I think that he was one of the ones. Like when I first discovered, say, the collaboration tab, he was one of the first ones I clicked on. And then just, you know, you go for it. And he was like, yo, this is sick. And I was like, oh, fuck, ego boosted. Mm-hmm. And then from there, we've kind of had just it's not often, but it's often enough. We've had a back and forth, and it's.
Actually, you know what? I got to say the same thing, because I think I just came around. I had no experience. I was like, I want to try some things. You know, I went to the collab to it. I'm like, guys, listen, I'm going to go for it. You know, you got to tell me if it's not working. You could say so, because I'm super rookie, so I don't want to ruin the track. So you got to let me know, you know. Yeah. But like Sacred and M Theory gave a lot of encouragement. They said, no, what you did was good. You know, like that's solid. And you're right. Like it was part of the reason I'm still here and still trying, because that was the early hand up. So yeah. Major shout out to M Theory for being a supportive gentleman.
I guess I had that with Jacob, because I just randomly joined the voice chat one day and ended up staying in there for like 8 hours.
Damn.
Yeah. That's mad. Yeah, anyway, my thoughts on this track. It was like, I don't want to use the word corny, but it was corny in like a good way.
Mhm.
Because it
It was
was
it was like lighthearted.
yeah, it was. You could tell he wasn't like being fully serious because he's made a. I don't really know what a state fair is, but I'm just assuming it's
It's what it looks like. It's like a carnival, you know.
like carnival with
There you go.
stuff. I like the games rigged at the state fair because like in the hook, it's just I never thought I'd hear anyone rap that lyric in my life.
You think that was a reference to Life though?
Maybe the state
Like
fair is a
I
metaphor
kept
for
picking
real life.
up on
like a metaphor.
Like the game they keep playing or they rigged it
really
up. So if that's not the case, that's how I'm going to continue to interpret it.
No, apologize to M Theory if we missed your entire metaphorical construct. I feel bad, but I see what you're saying, Passive. I could absolutely see that actually.
Maybe the music video is a metaphor as well because he's going around doing his own thing. Everyone else is just
NPC.
NPC, yeah, NPC. That's Jeffa.
I don't like thinking like that though. That should have get me in a funk, bro. Woo.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
actually.
What's up?
Now I was going to tee what Crit was saying. He said, "Ain't nobody thanking me." I also thank Passive for giving me a chance early, and Crit for when I did certain things, saying that were hot. And I'm sure that he regrets it now because coming soon is That's So Raymond final non-demo version.
Go Raymond.
Go Raymond.
I think one other thing about M Theory that I'm going to switch off is that every song he submits, it's like there's a video to it, and so like I envy that type of attitude because it's initiative. Like it's dope, man. He's
I don't like any of my songs enough to make a video for it.
That's what I'm saying. I think the confidence that M Theory displays is that of an OG. Just like, yo, I fucking rap, bro. Like.
When I like checked out, I was brand new. The Cypher contest was going on, and I thought M Theory had the best vibe and kind of video for the Cypher, like the way he shot it and his presence in the video. And
Do remember that?
Yeah,
because that's when I discovered M Theory was Caucasian, actually, because based on his Discord profile, he looks like a black dude with dreads. And then when that mind blowing happened, I was like, fuck. So, M Theory, my light skinned brother.
Just to remind you, Passive, because you said to update you on chat, Zig tipped, so I think he sent another song.
But he also said don't skip. I think he wants to be the last one. Zig, what's up? You want us to
do you want
us to go right away, or you want us to wait till the end? Because I think it's only one more before your next one.
I don't know. He's saying, yo, don't forget our tip. Hit me with another. Okay.
Oh, no, there's 3 more songs before.
Well, Zig, just.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We'll go. Let's go with Zig.
Go with Zig.
I don't want you to skip. All right. Well, guess what? We're going to play. Not Zig, right?
I didn't want you to skip.
But
maybe
I don't. I'm confused.
Oh no! Oh, maybe he meant don't end M Theory.
Hit it. He said hit it.
Hit it. Let's do it.
Okay. Much urgency.
That's all.
All right, here we go.
We've lost Ray. I guess you could say he's gone. Go Raymond.
Ha!
Sorry, I'm very sleep deprived. I make shit jokes when I'm sleep deprived.
I'm trying to get this track up.
Oh, shout out M Theory in the chat actually.
Hey, Theory.
Yeah,
Theory on
YouTube chat.
I'm trying to pull up this.
What's up, M Theory? Dope track, man.
Yeah, if there is a metaphor for a rigged system.
I'll have to go back and listen again. I took it as just chilling out at the fair and having fun. But I'm kind of dense apparently.
There we go.
I don't look into songs that deep. I just like look at it the way I hear it. So
maybe in that case, the video. I wish that I'd heard it before I had seen the video.
Okay. because then you might have made the connection.
Yeah, like I was interpreting it very literally with all the actual state fair imagery. So in hindsight, I would have, if I could go back and do it again, I'd listen first and then check out the video.
All right. Next up, we have None of That by King Zig. I'll say Zig's got a good ear for production. You know.
I think he's got training.
He's got what?
I think he's got like audio engineering training.
Dope. All right. King Zig, None of That. Here we go. He go, boy.
Ay, yeah, ay, yeah, ay. I told them to run it back, but they don't want none of that. Can I get my thunder back? We could make 100 racks. I guess they don't want it bad. Guess they don't want none of that. They don't want none of that. Guess they don't want none of that. I told them to run it back, but they don't want none of that. Can I get my thunder back? We could make 100 racks. I guess they don't want it bad. Guess they don't want none of that. They don't want none of that. Guess they don't want none of that. I told them to give me a minute. I see that they wishing, and I'm right there with them. We making it out of the system. The sound of the rhythm deep down in my vision. God, he ain't proud that I'm sinning. He know I do, cause I'm surrounded by distance. You seeing just how we been living. It all could be changed with a house and some ditches. Money, it doesn't solve everything. I guess it just helps with the heavy pain. Go to the club and I let it rain. Man, God trying to send me a message, man. He telling me I'm too distracted and I'm finna crash if I don't make it happen. Decisions too rash and I gotta take action or I'ma forever be stagnant. I told them to run it back, but they don't want none of that. Can I get my thunder back? We could make 100 racks. I guess they don't want it bad. Guess they don't want none of that. They don't want none of that. Guess they don't want none of that. I told them to run it back, but they don't want none of that. Can I get my thunder back? We could make 100 racks. I guess they don't want it bad. Guess they don't want none of that. They don't want none of that. Guess they don't want none of that. We know too much. They don't want none of that. Nah. Yeah. They don't want none of that. Hey, they don't want none of that. Hey, man, you better run it back. Hey, yeah, man, they don't want none of that.
Man, I think some kind of bass drum or bass line drop at some point really would have helped that one. Really punched it up.
I heard the hook way too much there.
Zig said that this was like he forgot to play this. I think he's been dropping the tracks in sequence from the album, so maybe this was more of like an interlude type of thing. It wasn't too long. And just right at the borderline, maybe about what's acceptable. Yeah, Zig, my number one sort of. I was just waiting for like a like something to come and hit, and it never showed up. So that
he said it's like an interlude.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sweet. In that case. Not bad.
Yeah, I got a soft spot in my heart for Zig doing what he did on that other record, the Rain joint. So like the hype shit or the planned hype shit, it doesn't do what you want it to do for me. Like it doesn't make me a fan of hype fucking rap. Like I just like well thought out fucking hooks. I like you was rapping on this, you was fucking sliding, but it wasn't. I'm not a fan of that for you, Zig. I don't hate it, but if you just remember you got other people that like you when you being real, dog. That is the review.
I'm gonna be not controversial, but I didn't like the hook, and then I heard the hook way too much on this one. Like I thought the verse was okay for what it was, but I just wasn't a fan of the hook.
I don't think that's controversial, Rogue. I think you're spot on. They don't want none of that. None of that.
It's just.
I agree with you.
It was basic, and like it's okay to be basic, but like if you're gonna repeat a hook that much, it's got to be like the catchiest shit ever, or the like like. Yeah, I don't want none of that. No, okay. Yeah, I just didn't like that.
He's fairly young too, so I liken this to like fishing. Like he's trying to figure out, all right, what do people gravitate to most? And I guarantee you, I hope he does. I can't guarantee it, but I hope he realizes where I'm coming from with that. Don't take offense to that. All right, what are we doing next? We got to go back. Shout out Zig one time.
Ziggy Stardust.
We have
David Bowie reference.
Devi. All right.
Shout out Debbie.
Shout out Devi 3 times. Devi.
Mr. I like the title.
Mr. Zan.
Mr. Zan.
You think he's referencing
Xanax? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. I hope this is a Devi heater.
It might be like a dojo master.
Maybe like Mr. Sandman.
All right, here we go. Devi.
Let
me share this. Bingo. All right. Ready? Boom.
Yeah, Leo, this the one.
Young Lexi on the kill street.
Nico, you a fool for this one,
Ballin'
bro.
like I'm Chris Paul. I feel like the big dog. Rich and Millie, not a G-Shock. That's the type of love that I want. And babe don't need designer. I can't even define her. Keep it read inside a Ziploc. She don't even need a visa. I can tell that she a Trisha. Lean in a Kool-Aid jammer. Lean in an orange Fanta. I'm not tryna be gangsta, but it's who I really am. Smoke, sip, doing everything. Hop, X, call me Mr. Zen. If I got any, shout out to my fans. I'm on all that I feel. Baby, just wipe off your tears. Swear that I wasn't thinking clear and I'm exhausted. But I can't stop like this, that's why I keep calling you. And it was a part of the plan when I fell for you. Hop outside to see you. You're my top priority, and this life is crazy, now that they start to notice me, bitch, you can't come to me, cause I want privacy, Bet you can't phone with me, can you please have some courtesy, I'm rolling some Zana set. If you got something to say that shit with your chest. I can tell you're a clown cause you talking to net. But lately I've been feeling good, I feel blessed, Little bitch, you can fuck with me, but I can tell there's something wrong with me. Can you tell when you next to me? Cause I can tell that you ain't feeling me, Oh, I know we ain't the same like before. I've been drowning in this Hennessy where you done caught it all. See, I don't think that I deserve what you done to my heart at all. Cause I felt, yeah, I felt it all. Ballin' like I'm Chris Paul. I feel like the big dog. Rich and Millie, not a G-Shock. That's the type of life that I want. And babe don't need designer. I can't even define her. Keep it read inside a Ziploc. She don't even need a visa. I can tell that she a Trisha. Lean in a Kool-Aid jammer. Lean in an orange Fanta. I'm not tryna be gangsta, but it's who I really am. Smoke, sip, doing everything. Hop, X, call me Mr. Zen. If I got any, shout out to my fans.
I will take the floor first. So, Devi, the first 2 lines of your hook, whatever ended with Chris Paul, that was cool. Just the way that you said it. But having not listened to Devi in a matter of 2 weeks, gotta say, man, kind of slightly disappointed on this effort. I hope this is a early stage draft and that you'll do this number with it. But you're making me look crazy, man. Come on now. I root for you. I think that you have better tracks. I think this might just be a throwaway of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the sound of it. It was just the lyrics that threw me off, and I'm not usually like one for lyrics. Like I usually just don't care what people say in a song, but the lyrics kind of threw me off a little bit. But I do like the melody that he had, like the flow that he had on the hook. I did like it. I just feel like if you just replaced all the words, because the lean in my orange fan to I mean, the melody's catchy, but the words just aren't hitting it right for me.
Some Fanta sounds good. What's interesting was okay, so Padawan said something about the pitch, and when Devi was hitting like the highest notes, the mix. I don't know. I don't think it's Devi's voice. I think something about the mix is needs addressing. It was like an effect of like having a mosquito in my ear. It was like unpleasant and was kind of like just distracting. But also I can tell that Devi still sounds kind of good and melodic. When he's doing that. But some other parts of it had me like it sounded like a little bit better than it usually does. Like a little bit cleaner and like a little bit more present. And I felt like I was just hearing like Devi. Was there less tuning maybe than we've gotten other times from Devi? And then also lyrically, like I agree, some of the tropes were in there. But also at one point, like I don't know, something felt more personal and self-referential, and felt like it was flirting with what the feedback we'd given Devi a few times. It's just about personalizing the lyrics a little bit more and using some of the less generic concepts and tropes. And then finally, I think Devi continues to kind of I dropped something on Wednesday. I dropped like a free verse that I did just kind of goofing off with the Reddit cipher, and it was like a cadence that people they've heard from me before, and like to Rogue's point about the flow, like we hear we say this about a lot of people that come through, and we hear a very similar pattern from them, and it doesn't mean they're bad or what they're doing is bad, or if they go play it for somebody else, those people who haven't heard them before aren't going to say, wow, that's dope. But I mean, we're just we're a group of people, and we hear a lot of stuff from people over time, and so we do get a bit of a fatigue, or we do kind of want more, and I think I do continue to want to just hear something a little bit different from Devi. I don't know what. Devi doesn't want to do anything else, that's fine, but that's a feeling that I had.
Shout out Devi for making myself a fan, and I feel comfortable to let Devi know I don't like this, but I know he'll come back with redemption. There was a question from Blueprints whether or not he was a subscriber. Can we confirm or deny? Because he has a track submission that I could play right now. Otherwise, I got another track to play instead.
I have no idea. My phone's just died on me, so I can't see.
What else you got? Because Blueprints is the last track of the night in the pour queue.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's a subscriber.
But they're already in the queue. It doesn't even matter at this point, does it?
You got 3 tracks remaining.
Do we? Oh, my bad. Sorry. I missed.
Well, 2 with 3, 3 including.
My bad.
What's his Blueprints? I gotta.
Yeah, he's a Twitch subscriber. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll run him up. Let's see.
Blueprints is somebody that we definitely want to hear. I know that for sure.
Wait, he didn't drop it in the priority queue though.
It's okay. There's no rules.
Oh, yeah. Crip points out.
Yeah,
sub. Okay, let's do it anyway.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, here we go.
True Love demo.
Yep, True Love demo, Blueprints.
Zaxby's hand-breaded chicken, fire-roasted corn, crunchy tortilla strips,
I don't know what to do
cheddar
right
jack
now.
cheese.
I'm not gonna panic.
Zaxby's Southwest salad is a flavor fiesta, and their Southwest.
I saw the thumbnail, expected some like chill vibes, and then fucking got ear.
Zaxby's 2-for-1 deal. Mashed potatoes and pay.
Yeah, they got Zaxby's in the UK.
I've never heard of Zaxby's.
No, but what was the meat pie company I was talking about earlier? I only brought it up. I
Hafner's
googled
pie.
Yeah, Hafner's pie. How's Hafner's pie? Are they good?
I don't know. I don't eat Hafner's pie. I'd rather just have like a meat pie that my mum bakes.
Meat pie. What the? All right.
Have you ever had Nando's? I guarantee you wouldn't say it sucks.
It's all right. It's pretty generic. I'd rather have some.
No, the UK Nando's. I'm not talking American Nando's. American Nando's is garbage compared to the UK one.
All right, look here. I locked the post.
Nice.
You know, Ray's got stuff to do. I've got stuff to do.
Let's get out of
sleep.
Rose got music to make. Wait, so we got 3 more tracks, including this one. True Love by Blueprints.
I like the way you move your hips. All I want from you is a kiss. Don't let me down, 'cause I want you. Ooh. Gripping on your thighs, you're making me lose my mind. 'Cause our love's never failing. Yeah. Gripping on your thighs, you're making me lose my mind. 'Cause our love's never failing. Ooh. Gripping on your thighs, you're making me lose my mind. 'Cause our love's never failing. Ooh.
Gentlemen, what are your thoughts?
Blue smooth as hell, but I don't like the beat on that one. The percussive elements were too chaotic and distracting to me.
Bro.
I get where I was headed, but yeah, it threw me a little.
It was kind of chill. I didn't mind the beat, but it was a little bit boring. Not that I thought his vocals were like they stood out, but yeah, the beat was a little bit basic. I think like I'd like to have seen more of something a little stranger like going on.
Yeah, there was like tom rolls coming in at like weird tom fills or something, like kind of just Blue, where did you get the beat? Did you so you work with the producer or buy it, or maybe let us know in the chat.
I think it was an odd song structure because of that gap in the middle that kind of brought out the awkwardness of the beat. But if he would have
made it himself,
like it wasn't a lot of lyrics to that. But I think he nailed it as far as tone, the richness in his voice. Like he nailed that shit. That's you get women that way, you know? And
so that's what I need to do.
Yeah, you gotta have silky vocals, Rogue. You can get there.
Okay.
You can do this.
Okay. I see what I need to do. I can't hear you passive.
And be like,
what?
Sing whatever's on your heart.
Well, repeat what you just said, passive, because you like it sounded like you were in a fridge for a second.
My bad. It was nothing crazy. It was all right.
Yeah, Blue, switch it up a little bit, and then Blue said, thanks for being real. Shout out Blue because we know Blue's dope, and not that this is a complete L or anything like that. But like I'd love to see demo V2 or like first draft next time with some changes in the beat. Like Rogue said, those horns and everything that kind of make it cool and adds to the smoothness.
Did I say that?
Somebody did. Maybe it was past. Sorry.
Yeah, I like the. Can't really see it. I like that little artwork, yo.
Oh, a little parrot. I didn't even notice that.
I thought that was like an AK-47 this whole time, not a guitar.
On brand for Blue, right? AK-47.
Yeah. Like
all right.
Revolutionary, like Zapatista imagery.
I gotta make sure I get these last two in order.
Blue got the chopper.
Aye.
Here we go. Next up is
Blue. Please keep coming back, man. You got dope music.
Next time, come back with a collaboration of someone that we know and hold dear to our hearts. Next up is who is this? Padawan Jesus. Shout out Padawan and Cisco 3000.
Shout out Square Up competitor, Padawan Jesus.
Padawan.
Here we go. Hold on. It says, please especially give me feedback on mixing. I suck at mixing.
Oh, well, you picked the right three people.
Oh, for sure. Yes. Definitely use a compressor. Yeah. Watch out for that limiter. Let's play the track first. Here we go.
Pressure in the spring, water from the snow, scoping from the top, all around me hear the flow. This is where the peace is, this is where I go. This is where the peace is, this is where I go. Scoping out from the top, above the clouds, no rock. Fresh air around me, no cop. This real nature, no illusion. No junk around me, no intrusion. The view on this mountain above. Fresh air around me, I love. No boxing. With the world around me, I found me. Me, myself, but not lonely. My thoughts, I feel like they clone me. Build an army, soldiers that are only me, myself, and my vision. All of us mighty Roman. Fresher in the spring, water from the snow, scoping from the top. All around me, hear the flow. This is where the peace is. This is where I go. This is where the peace is. This is where I go.
So I meet you up by the mountaintop. Yo, I know this place by my house I got. Found a spot I hang out a lot. I'm just hearing out all the sounds, whatnot. Yeah, nature play a beautiful melody. Too bad, probably gon' wreck it eventually. But I'm doing all I can for keeping it next to me, cause we all deserve a place where we can get mentally deep. Probably understand what it meant to me. See you work all day, then you gotta get free. Peeps gon' tell 'em what you want is peace. PJ got a plan, come with me. I'm going outside, forget the problems, it'll be all fine.
Fresher in the spring, water from the snow, scoping from the top. All around me hear the flow. This is where the peace is. This is where I go. This is where the peace is. This is where I go.
Fresher in the spring, water from the snow, scoping from the top. All around me hear the flow. This is where the peace is. This is where I go. This is where the peace is. This is where I go.
Yo, that outro, I'd stick with that. I'd stick with the vocals from the outro, that deeper shit. I know they're altered, but still, that if all you did was do that thing with the knob or whatever, lower the
loops, that
thing down, it sounded clean when it was deeper vocals. But if you did more to it, then I have no advice for you. I don't know what to say. The hook was pleasant from a cadence aspect, right? I like dun, 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 dun. Let me play it real quick.
Yeah.
Pressure in the swing. Why?
What did he just say?
Pressure in the swing.
Pressure in the swing.
What the fuck does that mean?
Talking about smoking weed on a swing. I don't know.
Pressure.
So that
pressure on a swing.
From the slow, scoping from the top. All around me, hear the flow. This is where the pieces.
I don't know. So
Fresher than the fresher than
think-
the spring. Oh, fresher than the spring. Fresher than the spring.
all right, so Padawan, so that what just happened there is what your typical listener is going to experience, because it does sound like swing, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's wild." So I would, before you worried about the mixing, I would try to do a better delivery.
But that's also, I think, Padawan, please confirm in the chat. I think the voice on the hook in the first verse is an artist with the craziest name that you could possibly pick, Cisco, spelled Cisko, because we're all familiar with Sisqo of Thong Song fame. So, shout out both Ciscos.
So it's not pressure on the swing,
Yeah.
but
So
Dice gave-
Padawan, you're just a feature, right? Then in that case,
He made the
Padawan?
beat though. He made the
Oh,
beat.
okay.
Well, you got to tell your mate to re-record, and then you do the same, Padawan, because the flows that you attempted, they could be from a technical aspect. You could do that better. It's tough when you do these different cadences because you can slip on a word, but I truly believe before mixing is the focus. Just rap it again.
That's the most British thing I've ever heard you say, passive. So Padawan, you got to tell your mate.
Your mate. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna bring that lingo down to Winsboro.
Yeah,
What's up, Mike?
Padawan, the beat was cool. Like Dice said, there was a point. I don't know if it was. I could hear you a little bit better than Cisco. The sample that you were using, which was really cool, I think, was a little bit loud and overwhelming Cisco's vocals. And then when it comes to you and your flow, I think it's the same advice I get and that Dice gives, which is like, hey, why don't you try saying fewer words and work on settling into a pocket? Like you hit some neat flows. You have, I think, a good voice and some capacity to do some cool stuff. But relative, because Mailbox was pointing out that Cisco had a solid flow on their verse, but Cisco was just kind of doing something a little bit more simple, and I think therefore more effective.
See, I agree with passive with the melody on the hook being good. I can't tell whether there's not enough auto-tune or whether there's too much auto-tune on it. It's like, I don't know whether I'd want less on it or more. Like, it's just kind of, again, it's probably because of the pronunciation on it. But obviously, I'm supposed to be giving feedback to Pad 1. Beat up. I didn't mind the verse, but I think the main attraction of the song was the hook, which had its issues in its own. But yeah, obviously you wanted the mixing advice. I need mixing advice. So
Auto-tune.
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 Auto-tune. Auto-tune.
I don't know. I don't know his no tones or pitch, but I feel like the hook was sung off key or like was flat or sharp at parts where it.
See, I feel like that was done on purpose.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I can tell that was done on purpose.
Okay.
Or it wasn't, and I'm just waffling. But
like where you guys are headed with it, though, Padawan. I mean, it's like a technical, critical feedback, but kind of interesting approach and vibe for sure.
I think if you let Devi sing that hook, I bet he'd do all right on it.
Yeah, I could see that.
All right, next up, the last track of the night, unless somebody comes in with the big bucks, we have Ride or Die Mix. This is version 2.6 by Classy, who is Tristan.
Shout out Classy.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Is this on SoundCloud? No.
Yeah. What?
I don't know what the. One moment.
You good, Passive? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Cause I got like a wave format of the same song. I'm like, how did I get that? Anyways, here we go. Ride or Die. Idea number 50. Classy. Here we go.
Idea number 50. It's crazy.
Don't call me on my phone. Why you call me on my phone? I don't
Fuck. I thought you was my ride or die. You turn that shit into a lie. Can't love again, I'm top 5. Some days I think of suicide. I thought you was my ride or die. You turn that shit into a lie. Can't love again, I'm top 5. Some days I think of suicide. Why you keep on calling me? You the one that let me down when I was on my knees. I guess our love is really blind, that's why I couldn't see. But I'm glad you left me out to bleed. Thank God that you set me free to see the lies you kept concealed. Can't believe you said this shit was on my phone. After everything I did for us, you broke my heart. Don't try to apologize, you on the side where you got caught. You the one that started lying from the start. You don't understand how much that I love you. All the pain that you caused, what I went through. And now you got enough to want me back. Just when I finally got my life on track, I thought you was my ride or die. You turn that shit into a lie. Can't love again, I'm top 5. Some days I think of suicide. I thought you was my ride or die. You turn that shit into a lie. Can't love again, I'm top 5. Some days I think of suicide.
Shout out Classy with idea number 50. Out of how many ideas, Classy? How many ideas are in the book of yours that you got around there somewhere? That's crazy. I mean, I don't know how many. You guys have 50 ideas? I mean, I might have a bunch of lyrics, but like Passy probably has 50 ideas that he hasn't even worked on yet. Or partially worked on.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Classy, Mailbox said they like to change up at 2 minutes. I didn't like it. Just a matter of opinion. I don't know. I just found it was like a little bit. It was a little bit too out of character from the other part of the song, and took me out of the vibe a little bit. Not mad at the track overall. I did find myself, I think, wanting some like melodic flourishes from you at some point in there. Like the delivery was pretty consistent throughout, and I think in the other tracks that we heard from you, we've heard some of your capabilities as like a vocalist and a singer, and I think that you do have the capability and could add some like just some little, put a little spice in there, a little more sauce with some flourishes potentially. That's my 2 cents. Beat was fine. I think it was a decent vibe. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so I thought the track was okay, but then the switch up was the thing that made the song for me, which is quite weird. But
that's 2 for 1 versus
yeah,
me between you and Mailbox. So there you go.
Yeah, I thought it actually like made the song because I thought it was okay. It wasn't bad, but then the switch up came in. I just wrote. What? I don't even know what I've written down. I can't read my own writing, so this is pointless.
That's because you're using an Etch-a-Sketch. Show the viewers what you've got there.
Deleted what I've written. Oh.
Now, Ray, you waited all show to pick on that man's toy.
Even though I was asking how much it costs, so I could get my own.
But yeah, I felt like I don't think it fell out of place, but I could see where you're coming from. Like it just randomly had it, but I like switch ups in songs. So
yeah, so I'm not a fan of hearing the term suicide in songs because it's always joined by ride or die, like something like that. Like if you talk suicide, the next rhyme is die or before that. So I think that turned me off. Plus the switch up kind of just, it didn't feel authentic. And now I don't know if it was like a happy song. Yes,
Again, I'm top 5. Why you keep on calling me? You the one that let me down when I was on my knees. I guess our love is really blind, that's why I couldn't see. But I'm glad you left me out to play. Thank God that you set me free to see the lies you kept concealed.
All right. It wasn't delivered in a way that I haven't heard before, done by many, many people. So from a creative standpoint, I would have to hear more from you to understand like what's your talent, what makes you unique. So
I think I remember you liking a song from Classy a few weeks ago. There's one that we all liked.
Was it a similar? Do you remember the name of them?
Oh, shit. It was. I'll find it. One sec. Because
no, that won't be necessary. Sorry, guys, I got to get out of here. So if you want to do that, that's cool.
Love it, Ray. I love that shit, man. All right. So that is the Friday review show. As you know, we're all adults here. We got things to do. We will catch y'all next Friday. And hope y'all have a great start of the school year for all the parents out there. And then y'all just be safe, man. Love y'all.
See you soon.